Hello everybody, my name is Kalia and today we will be completely reorganizing my entire bedroom. For some reason I completely forgot to shoot a before and after photo, so here is partly in the beginning stages of reorganizing and decluttering. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff and not a very large space. That is why I am super passionate about organization, because I know what it's like to have a billion things and think I need to keep all of them, when in reality, I really don't. I will start by taking out and moving things into piles that I know I definitely don't want to keep to get things out of the way. Next, I scavenged for an organization bin that I found in another room of the house that wasn't being used, and I stole it so that I could use it in my bedroom. I feel so passionately about making organization a career, and that is why I'm doing what I'm doing. I would love to create content and easier ways for people to understand what it takes to organize your space, because I get it. It can be really intimidating. I definitely get intimidated when I have to reorganize, which is very often because I'm very sentimental and somebody who always says, what if I need this? From what I've learned over the years, the biggest part of organization is just working with the space that you have. Not everyone has giant bedrooms and giant spaces where they can move things around easily and have things laid out in neat piles. Funny enough, organization can be quite messy. I'm still in the stages where I'm learning how I'm going to work on people's homes for them, and it's something that I really look forward to. I'm generally already a very organized person, so a lot of my reorganizing is mostly just decluttering. Thankfully, I have the blessing of friends and family around me who are not as organized as I am and will give me the volunteer opportunities to fix up their spaces for them. Something that you have to accept when organizing and decluttering is the fact that you're probably going to get rid of a lot of stuff. That's exactly what I'm doing here in these clips. I've had this giant bin of cloth that I saved for crafts under my bed that I haven't used in years, and I'm getting rid of it to save space for all of the yarn that I have that I use quite more often. I'm realizing now that I'm going to need much larger trash bags for the situations that I have going on, and now as I reorganize my yarn into more easy accessible containers, I will prepare for the task of finally hanging up this shelf. I don't use them often, but I've always had a special place in my heart for shelving because I think it makes it so much easier to store things by utilizing the amount of wall space you have when the floor space is becoming scarce. In my mind, the first step to organization has always been assessment. Assessing what you have and what you don't want to have, assessing what you have and how you can use it to store the stuff you do want to have, and then assessing what you need to have to continue to store the things that you want to have. Brief intermission to prove my point about not keeping things that you might need someday. This is a hair from my head when it was teal 2.5 years ago in the scrunchies that I probably haven't used for that precise amount of time. Anyway, there's no shame in going out and buying something new to put in your space if it means that you can hold the things that you need to hold. I personally take up a lot of space in my room with my crafts because it's something that I am also very passionate about. You will see some of the creepy art that I do in many clips, I'm sure. And I also like to crochet, so yarn also takes up a large part of my space. And since I still live at home, I need to respect the house and leave all of my stuff in my space. When it comes to reorganization and decluttering, those are also two different things. Reorganizing focuses more on what you already have that you already want to keep, and simply moving that stuff around and utilizing the space that you have to make room for it and to make room for more things that you might want to keep. Whereas decluttering is trying to get rid of lots and lots of things. This video is kind of a combination of both, and when it comes to reorganizing and decluttering, you can definitely combine the two, but you can also separate them. I don't have to declutter your space, I can just reorganize it, and I don't have to reorganize, I can just declutter it. Personally, I would say that reorganizing is a lot easier than decluttering, because with decluttering, there's a big emotional part that comes with it. When you're decluttering, you're getting rid of memories, you're getting rid of promises you made to yourself that you would use that thing someday. But if you're going to hire somebody to help you declutter, it's really important that you're mentally prepared to get rid of those things. It's definitely hard for me every single time I declutter because I told myself I'd use that thing and I never used that thing, or I have to throw away an old picture that I swore I would keep, or a birthday card or something to that effect. But the relief that comes with decluttering is so refreshing. It's the start of a new chapter and a place to put more memories. Ones that you might even cherish more than the last ones. My biggest wish is that someday when I start up my business officially and start putting myself out there to be hired, is that when I leave, people will breathe a sigh of relief that they don't have to worry about the mess anymore. These are the very early stages of my journey, but I cannot wait to start helping out family friends, volunteering for experience, and building my portfolio. As my very first video and the start of my journey, I hope that you'll come along with me and also learn along with me. Here is the final result. I think I did a splendid job and I cannot wait to hit my next one. Don't expect me to be posting a ton, at least not in this season, but as I finish up high school and move on to the real world, I hope to be posting a lot more content. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed. Bye!